Time for another Mark's Comic Haul. Y'all, this is way overdue, but I wanted to make sure I got to it and didn't forget about it because I was really happy with the books that I picked up. So what you're going to see today are books that I picked up at Dallas Comic Show in November. Now, I just had a Dallas Comic Show in December, which very sadly I did not have time to shop. For those of you that don't know, I run Dallas Comic Show, and there was just not time for me to run around and shop like I normally would. And so, but in November, I actually did pick up some really cool stuff. So I'm going to finally show you guys that stuff. And then there's a few other things mixed in there from like the Dusty Attic Toy Show. If you guys are new to this channel, my name is Mark Walters. This is Mark's Comic Haul, y'all. Please do me a favor and like and subscribe down below if you enjoy this content. I would very much appreciate it. So I had Joseph Michael Linsner as a guest at that show, and he was kind enough. Got a couple of things from him. This is Dawn, I think number 2, signed by Joe there. And then he actually gave me some trade paperbacks. So I've got Dawn, Lucifer's Halo, book 1, signed by Joe there. Hold on a second. Sorry. This is, or wait a minute. Yeah. This is Dawn. Okay, so that's Dawn book 1. That was Lucifer's Halo. This is Dawn Return of the Goddess. This is book 2. So this basically these collect miniseries is what they do, and this is signed by Joe. And then this is Dawn 3 Tears, which is book 3, and that's signed by Joe as well. So happy to get those. Add those to the PC. Might do a contest because I have one extra, and I might do a contest with it. So stay tuned for that. All right, so what you're gonna see came from Dallas Comic Show, and most of these were 50-cent books. And there's a few in here that you're gonna be like, what? You got that for 50 cents? Yes, I got this for 50 cents. I'm going to throw out a shout out to Alan Cordry, who runs Van Breed Studios. Alan sets up at my shows sometimes, and he brings a lot of really cool books, and he usually does like dollar box sales. He'll have like dollar boxes on the table, but occasionally he'll do like an hour only where everything's like 50 cents, and like anything that's in the boxes is 50 cents. I managed to get to those boxes early, and I managed to get some really cool stuff. Now, this is probably one of the best books I picked up. I was shocked that it was in there, but I made sure. I asked him, I said, are you sure this is supposed to be in here? And he said yes. So this is Action Comics number, what does that say? I can't read it. 329, I think. Just a really cool classic Go-Go Checks Action Comics issue. And as you can see, it was marked $10 at one point. But yeah, I mean, this, are you kidding me? Yeah, I'll take that all day long. So that was one of them. Batwing number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9. Hang on, I gotta get a better handle on this. Green Lantern, Green Arrow 76. By the way, in case you guys haven't figured out, I'm going DC, Marvel, and then Independent. That's how I always show books. I picked this up because it's an homage to the classic Neil Adams cover. I think I have a copy of that somewhere already. Harley Quinn number 72, just a really cool Frank Cho cover, Easter Bunny. I couldn't believe this was in there. Nice House on the Lake number 1, first printing. I mean, come on, are you kidding me? Sometimes you find really cool stuff. Planetary number 1. Really nice book. Always liked that book. I would say that most of these are in mint condition. There might be one or two, like, I mean, obviously the Action Comics is not in mint condition, but there might be a few that are a little less. Supergirl number 13, the Artgerm cover B. Happy to get this. I didn't buy this when it came out, so I was glad to get it for 50 cents. This is Wonder Woman number 1, the George Perez facsimile edition. The George Perez Wonder Woman number 1. Man, this was one that I grabbed for the cover, and I didn't even notice the best part of it. See if you guys notice it. Wonder Woman number 92, cover by Brian Bolland. DC Universe logo variant. This is the, what is it? Artemis becomes Wonder Woman, I think, in that issue. I think that's what happens. Something like that. So it's a minor key and it's a DC Universe logo variant. Okay, we're already getting into Marvel stuff. All new X-Men number 20. I've shown you guys this book before. This is the first time that X-23... Okay, hold on. This is not the first time she meets the X-Men. This is the first time she joins the X-Men, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it's this issue. So I guess you could call that a minor key. Brandon Peterson artwork. Got 2 of those. Happy to get this. Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 1 facsimile variant. This was a $7.99 book for 50 cents. So very happy to get that. Yeah, see you in the corner. $7.99. Crazy. I'm so happy about that. Avengers number 211. Now this is a good example of a book that is not in mint condition, but actually this may have come, hold on a second, let me think about this. This may have come from Dusty Attic Toy Show. There was a guy, Aguilar Toys, you guys have heard me talk about them before. They have some really good kind of bargain boxes. This might have come from his box, but I can't remember because I think I did pull a couple of Avengers issues out of the 50-cent boxes. But anyway, Avengers 211. I don't think I had this issue before. This one's a little rough. Not bad, though. By the way, these Mylar bags and boards really make these books look good. I mean, they make them look so much nicer than they actually are. I always like this book. This is Avengers 239. The Avengers go on late night with David Letterman. They got the kind of the go-go checks fake out at the top there. It's Assistant Editors Month. And there's David Letterman. My next guest, ladies and gentlemen, are the Avengers. Always like that book. And I think there is a minor key in that issue, but I can't remember. It's like the first appearance of a character or something. I have to go back and look. Captain America Annual 6. Just a really nice Captain America cover. Very cool. Really good shape, too. Also, Captain America Annual 7. Another cool kind of classic Cap cover. Let me get my next batch out here. Give me 1 second to put these back. Okay. Super happy to get this. Giant size Captain Marvel, number 1, featuring Monica Rambeau, Captain Marvel. This is a really cool book. It's got a little heat on it right now. Also happy to get this, although this is very much a reader copy. So don't get too excited when you see it. Daredevil 175. Just classic Frank Miller, Daredevil and Elektra. This one's rough. It's not in the best of shape. But you know what? Even for a reader copy, I'm happy to have it. This is Daredevil 25 from the new run, and this is actually a store exclusive, I believe. It is a second print, slhla.com. Unknown Comics exclusive by Checchetto. It's basically a Virgin variant. For 50 cents, guys. I mean, come on. Very happy to have that. Happy to get these because I'm actually, I've got a pretty good run going right now for Dazzler. And anytime I can add to that run, I'm happy to do so. This is Dazzler number 25. The Jagged Edge. Dazzler number 26. Always love this Joe Jusko cover. Kind of a rare chance to see Joe Jusko just illustrating a cover and not painting it. Really cool. For some reason it skips to Dazzler number 29, but man, love that cover. Bill Sienkiewicz. Dazzler number 30. Another great cover. Oh, another Assistant Editors Month. Dazzler number 31. The Last Wave. Very cool cover. Dazzler number 32. I always loved this cover. I just think it's such a cool cover. Unfortunately, this one is a little rough. It's got some issues for sure. But Dazzler 32 with the Inhumans, guest starring the Inhumans. Bill Sienkiewicz. Goodness. And then, man, really sad to see, because I've been looking for this book and like a really nice copy, and I never can find a decent copy of it. And sadly, this copy is no exception. It is certainly not mint. But I do love this cover, and it looks good in Mylar. So Dazzler number 33, Chiller, obviously a parody of Michael Jackson's Thriller. Dazzler number 34. Now, this copy is in excellent condition. This is Captive, Dazzler in Prison. Yeah. Really happy to get those Dazzler issues. I'm building up to some Star Wars books from like classic Marvel Star Wars. And some of these you guys are going to be like, they had those in the 50-cent box? Like, you're not going to believe what I got. Okay, so this is Deathlock, the Demolisher. This was, I think, a mini-series that they put out, I don't know, like 10, 15 years ago. But this was a variant cover by Rich Buckler. And I think this was like a 1 in 10 variant cover. And, of course, Rich Buckler is co-creator of Deathlock. So I have this book somewhere else. I don't know where I've put it, so I was glad to get another copy. Defenders number 45. This book's in pretty good shape. It's got a few minor issues with it, but I mean, God, what a great cover. I gotta check. Some of these Defenders issues go for some good money. Really happy to get this, and this is a pretty decent copy. It could probably use a press, but Eternals number 12, and again, for 50 cents. I mean, you can't say no to this stuff. First appearance of the Unimind. Very cool Jack Kirby goodness. Eternals number 12. Again, so happy to get this, and especially for 50 cents. Fantastic Four Annual number 13. I mean, this thing's got everything you could want on it. Come on. Just a beautiful classic FF cover. King size annual. And it's in really nice shape. I was kind of shocked, you know, because it's a thick issue. So, you know, sometimes those come in pretty rough shape, but this one's in really nice shape. Iron Man #1, I almost passed on this because I thought it was just a regular cover. This is actually a variant cover. I think this might be a 1 in 25 for Iron Man #1, but I don't know. There's a price tag of $14.99 on it. I need to look it up. I'm pretty sure it is a ratio variant. And then I went ahead and I grabbed Iron Man #2 because I just thought it was a really nice cover. Okay. Moving right along. Oh man, we're getting into some really cool stuff here. This may be one of my best hauls in a while. Like, I was really happy with what I got in this haul. And you know what? I deserve it. I've been working really hard putting these Dallas Comic Show events together. It's not easy. So I deserve these. Okay, Marvel Age number 56. I bought this because it's a really cool Russ Heath G.I. Joe cover featuring some new G.I. Joe characters on it. Look at the dog, man. Awesome. I always pick up these Marvel Ages if I can find them cheap. Marvel 2-in-1 Thing and Submariner. This is number 28. Just a really cool kind of classic Marvel book. For 50 cents. I mean, just came out, has already gone into second printing. I think you could say it's a hot book. I've heard it's a hot book. I've talked to other people about it being a hot book. Midnight Suns, #1, first print. I guess this is just cover A or cover B, I don't know. It's a nice cover. 2 of those. I remember when this book came out, and man, it sold out everywhere. And you couldn't, I went to like 4 different stores, I couldn't find a copy, and now I find a copy for 50 cents. Moon Knight #7, the Raza variant. Just a really cool Moon Knight variant cover. Man, I remember that book being so hot when it first came out. You saw me show some of these recently. These books are getting really hard to come by. This is Punisher War Journal #73. And the reason that this book is something that you want to be looking for is because this character right here, Lynn Michaels, becomes the Punisher briefly. She first appears in, I think, Punisher Warzone #4. Or maybe #2, I can't remember. Anyway, this is not the first time she becomes the Punisher, but it's in that kind of story, that run of that story. And these books are getting so hard to find because the print run on this title was so low when this came out. Like, hardly anybody was ordering it. So finding these, I've been very, very happy because I recently found a couple of them in another collection. Anyway, this is Punisher War Journal #76, another really cool Lynn Michaels cover. Actually, names are on this cover. But yeah, those are really neat. ROM Space Knight #54, just a really cool ROM Space Knight cover. I think I just showed you guys, was it last week? I picked up some ROM Space Knights. Silver Surfer Rebirth #1, cover A. Here we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay. Now I know a couple of these that I'm going to show you did not come from the 50-cent box, but oddly enough, if I'm not mistaken, the ones I did not get for 50 cents are the ones that are in the worst shape. The ones I got for 50 cents are almost mint. So, Star Wars #20. I believe this was a 50-center. And this is from the original Marvel run of Star Wars. Now, there's some minor issues on this one. Like the top Looks like it's got a little bit of, I don't know if it's water damage or it's just warping. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got some kind of warping right around here, but I think that might come out with a press. Star Wars number 45. This one looks about as perfect as you can get. Star Wars number 54. Okay, now this one I think I got from Dusty Attic Toy Show from Aguilar Toys, and this one I believe does have some water damage to it. So I may need to press this to try to make it look a little bit nicer, but it looks okay. Star Wars number, one second. Star Wars number 78. This one is perfect. And this was one of the ones I think I got for 50 cents. Excuse me. Star Wars number 91. Star Wars number 95. Really like this cover. This one is a little, it's got a few minor issues on it. Nothing that probably, well, I think a pressing might help it, but it's probably like a 9.0, 9.2, something like that. Really like that cover. Star Wars number 103. This one, I can't remember if there's any major problems. I think it's got some dings and stuff on it. It's probably like 8.0. Star Wars number 104. I think this one's pretty much perfect. And man, these late in the run Star Wars books, these are so hard to get, especially in good shape. Star Wars 105, I was really hoping they would have the last issue in there, but either they pulled it out or somebody already grabbed it. But they did have Star Wars number 106, the second to last issue, which I love that cover. And it's a beautiful copy for 50 cents. Can't believe it. All right, so that's all the classic Marvel Star Wars. Then I also got Star Wars. This is Marvel decided to continue the classic Star Wars, and this is number 108. I'm pretty sure this is a variant. I don't know if it's a store exclusive variant, but it is a Michael Golden variant cover, and it does say variant edition on it. I need to look it up. I can't remember if it is like a store variant or something. Oh, there is one more classic Star Wars to show you. Star Wars King Size Annual number 2, and this is in excellent condition. Very happy to get that. I mean, you know, classic Marvel Star Wars for 50 cents. It's crazy. This is cool. This is Vader Down number 1, and this is a what is this, comic box exclusive number 1 by oh god, who's the artist? What does that say right there? Can you see it? It's done to look like Drew Struzan's poster. Mike Mayhew, that's who I'm thinking of. But yeah, Vader Down number 1, store exclusive variant from Comic Box. Don't even know what that's worth, but got it for 50 cents. Star Wars Crimson Reign number 1. This is the Tyler Kirkham cover. I don't know if this is an exclusive or not, but I need to look it up. Star Wars High Republic number 3. This is a store exclusive. This is from SLHLA.com. And this is High Republic number 3, exclusive variant, trade dress, and virgin. Never even seen those. I didn't really go after the store exclusives on the High Republic stuff. But hey, for 50 cents, I'm not going to say no. This is Star Wars High Republic number 5. Again, exclusive, slhla.com. Very nice. They just had the trade dress on that one. This is slhla.com. I don't know what issue this is. This might be, what was that last one? Number 5. This might be number 4. I need to look it up. It's a Virgin variant, and I got 2 of those. And then Star Wars High Republic, Eye of the Storm. I think this is just the regular cover A. I think. I need to look that up, but I'm pretty sure it's just a regular. I don't think it's like an exclusive or anything. Okay, we're getting close. For 50 cents. Star Wars Mandalorian number 1, first print. Cover A. 2 of those. Vision, Director's Cut, number 1. Never even seen this. I know Marvel did these Director's Cuts for some of their more popular books, but I've never even seen that. What If, number 34. What if no one was watching The Watcher? Come on. That's too funny. That's actually by John Romita Sr., by the way, that cover. Another store exclusive. This is from rabbitcomics.com. Women of Marvel number 1. Exclusive variant. Store variant. Thought that was really cool. X-Men Hellfire Gala number 1. I guess this is just a cover A, but I just really liked it. I thought it was a nice cover. It's my time, 27. Archie Comics number 400. Classic Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back number 1. By Al Williamson. And what is that, Archie Goodwin? Yeah, Archie Goodwin. Very cool deluxe format book. The Walking Dead, number 19. I believe this is one of the black bag variants. This is the J. Scott Campbell Michonne, first appearance of Michonne, number 19, and the J. Scott Campbell variant cover. Very cool. I think those go for like $5 or $10 or something. I don't know. And last but not least, I actually got this from Aguilar Toys, I believe. This was the Tick Golden Age Comics number 1. Just looks like a classic Golden Age book. I think it's meant to look like a Superman issue. And it's oversized, so I need to see if I can find like a Golden Age bag and board for it. So, but there you go. So all those books that you saw, with maybe 4 exceptions, I think there was like maybe 4 of those that were in the like $4 to $5 range. All the rest of them, 50 cents, you know. That's why you got to come to Dallas Comic Show, because you can find some really good deals on books there. And that all came from, except for those 4 that I mentioned, that all came from one dealer, you know. So yeah, really happy to get my hands on those. Big shout out to Alan Cordry. VanBreedStudios.com, I think, is the website. I think it's VanBreedStudios.com. Or you can also look them up on Twitter, and I think it's just VanBreed on Twitter. If you do a search for VanBreed, I don't think there's any other businesses out there named VanBreed. You'll find them. All right, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed that haul. Check out DallasComicShow.com for more information. We have not announced our 2023 dates yet. Probably first week of January, hopefully by the end of the week, if all goes well. But we got more shows coming up. Great vendors come out to those shows. They have some really good deals. Hope you guys have checked it out. You can find out more about me, Mark Walters, at BigFanboy.com. This has been Mark's Comic Haul, y'all. Again, I want to wish everybody a very happy new year. I hope you guys have been finding stuff that you've been looking for. And shout outs to all my new subscribers. I appreciate you guys checking out the channel. I hope that you're enjoying this content, and I hope to be bringing you more of it in the new year. And to all of my friends on YouTube, You guys rock. You know who you are. I don't need to do shout outs. I mean, I do them all the time, but you know you're doing good stuff. See you guys later. Take care.